Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. So today we're going to be going over a history and music lesson intertwined. It's going to be fun because we're going to talk about a little bit of Colorado history mixed with music history. The objective of this lesson is to connect musical ideas and works with societal, cultural, and historical context to understand relationships and influences. This is going to be for fourth grade. The music standard is 4.1b. Communicate similarities and differences in music from various historical periods with the music of today. And social studies 1.2. The historical eras, individuals, groups, and ideas and theories in Colorado history and their relationships to key events in the U.S. So let's be honest, guys. Today, we typically do not have very much popularity when it comes to classical music. A lot of younger generations are listening to stuff that sounds like this. We don't typically listen to classical. It's just how it is nowadays for some reason. This would be an example. This is Ludwig van Beethoven. This is an example of classical music. Now, let's be honest. In today's world, you don't really hear people jamming out down the street to Beethoven. You're going to hear more hip hop, rap, country, stuff along those lines. But today, we're going to kind of discuss the differences, how music from the past kind of is different than today. In the past, classical music was a very strong influence and in the whole musical history, and the symphony and just harmonics of classical music have such a pleasant sound to listen to, which versus today music, I mean, yeah, there's still some pleasant sounds in music of today's world, but definitely not as much as the historical era of music when classical music really began to become popular. And so yeah, we're going to discuss a certain composer today, musical artist. His name is Cecil Effinger. It's really cool because it's not often you get to talk about and study a person that is from and was born where you live and had a very awesome known impact in the musical history, and not just musical history, but just history in general. So let's discuss him a little bit. Like I said, his name is Cecil Effinger, and let me see if I can find a picture of him real fast. My picture does not look like him. Here is his picture. So we're going to pretend that my picture looks like him because I'm definitely not an artist. So that's him. He was born July 22nd, 1914. So he was born in Colorado Springs, and he actually died in his house in Boulder on December 22nd, 1990. He went to school at Colorado College, which I thought was interesting. Should have been UCCS, but I don't think it was open back then. So he invented the musical writer, which was also known as the musical typewriter, which sold all over the United States. But he was more famous for inventing a stopwatch that determined tempos. This was actually his like big selling point, not just as a music person, but as just an inventor in general, because that really helped along the music community. Thought of a little fun fact to share. This was really neat. He served as a conductor of the 506th U.S. Army Band in Fort Logan during World War II. So that's pretty cool. I live on a military base. My husband's military. It's cool that little fun fact. He actually served in the Army as well. So he's most known for his musical work called Four Postelles, and I'm not really sure if that's how you say it. That's how I interpret it. If I am saying it incorrectly, I apologize. So we are actually going to listen to that for a few seconds. It's a very long work. It's actually 15 minutes long, but we're just going to listen to about 30 seconds to a minute of it, and then we'll discuss it. So here it goes. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit so you can get a better taste of it. So what we get from this is there's a lot of voices you hear. It's a like a choir. It's very beautiful. That one prevalent wind instrument, very pretty. I'm not really sure how it makes me feel because it's kind of dark and mysterious almost. So I don't get the sense of like happiness when I listen to it. I almost get this sense of not sadness, but like he's trying to tell a story about something that happened, which is really cool. So if I was presenting it to the class, I would ask them how it made me feel, or how it made them feel, and I would ask them what they think the difference is between today's music and the past early classical music, um, and how it's just kind of evolved over the years. So I just thought that was interesting. I wanted to share. His name's Cecil Effinger, and we had the two standards, Music 4.1b and Social Studies 1.2. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.